And how's it going, everyone? It is Skullzi here with the latest and the greatest gaming news. Today I have some Oblivion speculation for you all, which is a huge surprise to say the least. I definitely wasn't expecting to be speculating over an Oblivion-related discovery anytime soon, and I'm sure nobody else was ever expecting to speculate over Oblivion again, ever actually. But a ton of people in the Bethesda community, myself included, would go crazy over an Oblivion remaster. However, Todd Howard has stated in the past that he has no interest in doing remasters, so that kinda destroyed all hopes and hype basically immediately. However, Skyrim Special Edition seems to disagree a bit there, Todd, and today's evidence seems to tell a different story as well. Remember though, this is all speculation based off of a recent brand new Oblivion trademark filed by Bethesda. They haven't officially said that they are remastering the game, but that doesn't mean it's not possible. It definitely is more possible now than it ever was before based on this discovery, that's for sure. But quick disclaimer, real quick, before you get too excited, I still don't think an Oblivion remaster is going to happen, but this information does change the odds from impossible to barely possible. So that's a thing. Don't worry though, because as always, we're going to be breaking this information down together. That way you can see that my bullshit capacity meter is always running at 0%, and that way you can have all the links and stuff to verify all of this information for yourself if you choose to. And we're going to start our adventure right here at the current active and pending list of all the ZeniMax and thus Bethesda trademarks. And right here is the brand new Oblivion trademark, which is the star of today's video. This isn't an update to an existing trademark in any way, shape, or form, but instead is a brand new one, filed on June 24th, so just over a week before the day that I uploaded this video. And if we look at the classifications right here, we can see that this particular trademark is not for a video game, but is for clothing, footwear, and headwear, and likely just basic cloth merchandise in general. And although the classification for this trademark is indeed not for a game, we do need to keep in mind that if there was an Oblivion remaster on the way, Bethesda wouldn't necessarily have to file a new game-based trademark for Oblivion, as they already have Oblivion game trademarks, as you can see right here. And I discovered new Mafia trademarks in a similar way and accurately predicted the Mafia remasters long before they were even announced, so there is a chance that this trademark could be related to a possible Oblivion remaster, although I personally think the chances of an Oblivion remaster are pretty small. But at the same time, it does seem kind of weird for Bethesda to just randomly drop some new Elder Scrolls merch and to file a brand new trademark like this without any context whatsoever. And I don't think that the Elder Scrolls Online would name a future expansion Oblivion either, so I don't think that could be the case. So what is this trademark even for? And I know, there are going to be plenty of people already jumping up and down right now, thinking this is 100% evidence that Oblivion is indeed getting remastered, but in my opinion, I believe the chances of that happening are very low, like I keep saying, so hold on to that hype for now. I mean, Bethesda Game Studios doesn't really do remasters, unless we're talking about Skyrim, of course. That game got released so many times, I've lost track of all the different versions of it by now, and I do consider Skyrim Special Edition to be a remaster of sorts. So with that in mind, it's easy to think that this trademark could signify a potential Oblivion remake being announced at some point here very soon. But like I said, I don't think that's the case. The chances of that happening are very low. So with all that in mind, what could this trademark even be for? Bethesda obviously wouldn't file a Oblivion merch-oriented trademark unless they planned on selling or releasing more Oblivion-themed merch. I mean, that's kinda how trademarks work. And it is obviously for merchandise, but I mean, why Oblivion merchandise now? Why Oblivion merchandise in 2020, especially when ESO's latest expansion is set in Skyrim? Well, it could simply just be Bethesda decided to drop more Oblivion merchandise just because reasons. They just decided, hey, why not? It's time for more Oblivion shirts, I guess. And that simply we are looking into this a little too deeply. Or in my opinion, this trademark could be related to the Elder Scrolls tabletop game that is in development by Modifus. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that, but that's my take on the name. Maybe there will be an Oblivion-themed cloth map for this Elder Scrolls tabletop game, or maybe an Oblivion-themed cloth to soak up all of our tears, because we will probably never get an Oblivion remaster. What this trademark could be is all speculation though. All we know is that some more Oblivion merch may be on the way soon somehow, for some reason, or that now, all of a sudden in 2020, Bethesda decided to file this trademark just because, why not? We're bored. Let's just check off a box on our trademark to-do list, or in Bizarro World, this could be evidence of an Oblivion remaster in the works. The trademark documents don't have any additional additional information to offer either. As you can see here, the only info in the trademark documentation is the original application, which was filed on June 27th and is still currently pending in the United States Patent and Trademark Office database. That is how new this trademark is. Make no mistake, this is not an update to a pre-existing trademark in any way, shape, or form, but is indeed a brand new Oblivion merch-themed trademark. As for why Bethesda filed this trademark now all of a sudden is something I will leave you to speculate over. I've given you my thoughts on the subject. Remember, I still don't think this is for a remaster, but still, maybe it could be, kind of. This is such a confusing trademark. Personally though, I would love to see an Oblivion remaster. The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion will always hold a special place in my heart, and it's probably my favorite Elder Scrolls game of all time, just because of the setting, the vibe, and this welcoming feel of nostalgia that just seems to make you feel oddly right at home. It has one of the best soundtracks as well. Anytime I hear an Oblivion song, I feel all the same feels I got when I've played the game for like the first time. And if the remaster overhauled the graphics and the other technical stuff of the game, while at the same time keeping everything else that made Oblivion, well, Oblivion, even the silly dialogue wheel, yes, even that stupid thing, then I would hype so many times for this game, especially if it came out with all the awesome DLC that Oblivion had as well. And yes, including the horse armor. That finishes up today's video though. This video is brought to you by the following amazing people: Billy Pearson, Stephen Hill, Travis DeLong, and Eric over on Coffee. Jeremy, HWR, and Eric again here on YouTube as our exclusive channel members. And also Papa Log, Christian Samsel, Rebecca Palmer, and Joey Caps Gaming. Huge thank you to all of you for supporting the channel and doing your part in bringing the community future content like this. Like I said, don't get too excited for that Oblivion remaster quite yet. It's probably not happening. Unfortunately, probably never will. As always though, what I want to know is, what do you think about all of this? Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and if your comment wins the internet, you may get featured in a future video. Be sure to like the video if you enjoy the content, and if you want to stay in the know when it comes to the latest gaming news, hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on so you don't miss the latest uploads. Follow me over on Twitter for other news that doesn't quite make it into my videos, as well as other channel updates, and check for links down in the description below for the official Skullzi merchandise site, the Skullzi community Discord server. If you want to have your hand in providing future content and getting a future video shout out, there are links on how to be an exclusive channel member here on YouTube, over on Patreon, or on Coffee as well. And as always, thank you for watching. Be sure to tune in next time when Heat Pines will find you no matter where you hide.
It just works.